This is not just any river. This is the most dangerous river I've ever seen. Step into the wrong part, and it could boil you alive. When I heard whispers about a mystical river in Peru that literally cooks anything that falls in, I had to find out if it was real. Locals swore it existed deep in the Amazon, so I packed my gear and flew straight into the jungle. The heat, the humidity, the isolation, everything felt surreal. But nothing prepared me for what we were about to see. After landing, we began a grueling trek through thick rainforests, slipping through vines, dodging insects, and following stories passed down for generations. This river kills, they said. It steams without fire. I thought it was just a myth. Until the steam hit my face, until I felt my knees shake, until I realized this isn't just hot water. This is something else. In today's video, we will explore one of the strangest rivers on the planet, where nature goes beyond all common understanding. If you love real-life mysterious stories, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next discoveries. The Shanay-Timpishka River, also known as the Boiling River in the Amazon jungle, is a strange natural phenomenon that has baffled scientists. The first thing that makes this place special is that it is actually boiling, but it is located very far from any volcanic system. Normally, hot water streams in the world are associated with volcanic activity or geothermal springs in areas with magma near the surface. But here, there is no evidence of magma or active volcanoes. According to research by geothermologist Andres Ruzo, the Shanay-Timpishka River can be formed by the phenomenon of rainwater seeping deep into the ground through tectonic cracks, coming into contact with hot rock layers located kilometers below, then being pushed back to the surface. When it rises, the water carries a huge amount of heat and retains it thanks to the special geological layer surrounding it. This is a closed, natural, and extremely rare type of geothermal system. The water temperature ranges from 45 degrees Celsius to over 95 degrees Celsius, with some sections reaching almost boiling point of 100 degrees Celsius. However, even this theory cannot fully explain it, because if we only rely on rainwater and natural geothermal heat, there is no reason why the river temperature would be uniformly hot over a stretch of more than 6 kilometers. Moreover, gas and mineral samples collected in the area did not show signs of chemical reactions commonly found in hot springs such as sulfur gas or sulfuric acid, which further confuses scientists. What is special is that the river water, although boiling, is very clear, has no sulfur smell, and is not highly acidic like volcanic hot springs. That proves we are facing a geological mechanism that has never been fully recorded in textbooks. Not only is it difficult to access, this area has not been widely studied because most of the river is located in the sacred area of indigenous people. Not everyone is allowed to enter. For the Ashaninka people, an indigenous people who have long lived in the Amazon rainforest of Peru, the Shanay-Timpishka River is more than just a natural phenomenon. For them, it is a sacred river home to forest spirits and a gateway between the physical world and the spirit world. The name Shanay-Timpishka in the indigenous language means heated by the power of the sun, and that is no coincidence. The Ashaninka believe that the sacred energy of the sun god is channeled underground, then rises to the surface through this river as a ritual to purify all things in the jungle. Many oral stories passed down through generations say that only those with pure hearts and minds free of evil thoughts can approach the river without being harmed. Some people claim to have witnessed wild animals accidentally falling into the river and being burned alive while screaming in pain. But when indigenous shamans perform rituals by the river, the water becomes gentle and can even heal diseases. This is not something that can be scientifically proven, but for indigenous communities, it is a truth that has been proven by centuries of belief and experience. A particularly famous legend revolves around an ancient shaman who is said to have been able to walk on boiling water without being burned. It is said that he merged with the river after completing his final healing journey so that his spirit would forever protect this sacred place. To this day, spiritual therapy sessions using the steam of the boiling river are still performed by the shaman's descendants using indigenous medicinal plants, such as ayahuasca chacruna, to connect with the invisible world and restore inner balance for modern people. Interestingly, the Ashaninka do not view the river as a threat. On the contrary, they see it as a gift from the forest, but only for those who respect nature enter with humility and do not seek to exploit or take it. They believe that any act of trespassing, such as taking water, cutting down trees around the river, or visitors coming for adventure experiences, can be punished by the forest spirits. The Shanai Timpishka River is famous not only for its unusually high water temperature, but also for natural phenomena that are beyond the scope of modern science. One of the most puzzling things is that the temperature is almost uniform over its entire length of more than 6 kilometers, while in other hot springs, the temperature often fluctuates greatly depending on the specific geothermal eruption point. In addition, the boiling sections of the river just a few meters away from the warm water do not cause burns, creating an unusual difference without any clear pattern. In addition, water and rock samples collected in this area showed that there was no sulfur methane gas or minerals typical of volcanic hot springs. This led to a geological paradox. The water is extremely hot, but completely non-toxic, shows no signs of interaction with the magma chamber, and is not acidified. Many researchers question whether there is an undiscovered independent geothermal vein, or whether the river operates according to a completely new set of rules that humans do not yet understand. In addition to the scientific factor, a phenomenon that also worries ecologists is that some areas around the river show signs of biological imbalance. Due to the unusually high temperature, many organisms in the area have adapted to the warm water environment, creating a rare micro-ecosystem. But this also makes the ecosystem here extremely fragile and vulnerable to any small change from humans. Just one illegal mining, geological exploration, or tourism expansion can also disrupt the delicately balanced thermal, hydro, biological structure here. In recent years, the river has begun to attract attention from the media, tourists, and investors. This has led many experts to warn that without strict protection measures, the only boiling river outside of a volcanic region on Earth could disappear forever. This is not only a scientific loss, but also the disintegration of a unique natural and cultural heritage of humanity. Although the Shanai Timpishka River has baffled scientists because of its unusually hot temperature for the indigenous people, the river is not only a place of fear, but also a symbol of profound physical and spiritual healing. For hundreds of years, indigenous shamans have considered this place a sacred energy center, a place where people connect with the invisible forces of the Amazon jungle. During traditional healing sessions, patients are led to an area near the river, but never touch the boiling water. They are instructed to breathe in the steam rising from the stream, combined with cleansing rituals, using herbs and traditional medicines derived from the sacred plant ayahuasca. According to the Ashaninka people, the steam from the boiling river carries pure energy that can eliminate evil spirits, cleanse fear, and help people return to a state of balance. Although no modern medical research has confirmed the healing effects of the river, many pilgrims who return from the journey claim to have felt a significant mental and emotional recovery. Notably, the area around the boiling river possesses a very special flora, with many plants that are said to only grow in this unique geothermally combined high humidity climate. Plants such as Chulachaki Kaspi Oj or To are considered medicinal guiding plants, which help increase spiritual sensitivity when combined with rituals of inhaling hot steam from the river. From a spiritual perspective, the boiling water is not a threat to life, but a spiritual challenge for those who are brave enough to overcome their fear to reach inner enlightenment. Today, many meditation and natural healing centers have been built around the Mayantuyaku area, where the Shanai Timpishka River flows. However, the elders always emphasize that anyone who comes here is only allowed to approach with respect, not to trespass, not to take water, and not to use this place as a recreational tourist destination. Those who violate the rules will not only be opposed by the community, but may also encounter disasters according to indigenous beliefs, for disturbing the spiritual balance of the sacred forest. The Chennai-Timpishka River is not only a rare geothermal phenomenon, but it also has a significant ecological impact on the surrounding Amazon forest. The intense heat from the boiling water constantly evaporating causes a dramatic change in the vegetation near the river. Researchers have noted that the closer you get to the river, the thinner the vegetation becomes, the larger trees disappear, the air becomes drier, and the leaves fall crisply underfoot. Tall trees like the guarango, which can grow up to 50 meters in normal conditions, can barely survive near the hottest parts of the river. This transformation suggests that the environment around the river is adapting to the extreme heat, and it is seen as a microcosm of future climate change. Through this, scientists can directly observe how parts of the Amazon respond to the extreme environments that are becoming more common around the world. The extreme temperatures of the Chennai-Timpishka River provide a unique opportunity to study how plants adapt to climate change. While many species fail to thrive, some such as the ceiba have shown remarkable resilience. The ceiba can grow up to 50 meters tall and is unique in that it can store water in its trunk, helping it survive drought and warming conditions. Understanding how these trees survive can help conservationists identify the most vulnerable forests that should be prioritized for protection. In this way, the boiling river becomes a useful tool for assessing ecological resilience in the face of rising global temperatures. What do you think about this mysterious boiling river in the middle of the Amazon forest? Is it a purely geological phenomenon or a message from the Earth to us? Leave a comment below. I would love to hear your perspective. And if you find this video valuable, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on other mysterious real stories that await. See you on the next journey, where the truth is always stranger than imagination